fire ants launched a surprise operation to push back against my control over them when this happened. The Crimson Knights launched a nuptial flight, a swarm of virgin queens and males flying all over my ant room, hoping to mate and start a new generation of fire ants. I never thought they would have a mating flight indoors because I was controlling the colony's protein intake. And these larger reproductive ants are very protein expensive for the colony to produce. But I guess they still had enough to manufacture these queens and males. I was able to control the mating swarm by shutting off all the lights in the ant room, adding a spotlight over Volcania so they could fly to it and fall back into the setup, and vacuuming the rest. But Orchidia had just been built, and my foolish self left the doors wide open that night, not thinking it would be a problem seeing, as I plugged up the glass bridge, so nothing could come up from Pandora. But fast forward 3 months later, and here we are. My worst nightmare spotted in our rainforest. However, there was just one thing. The fire ant looked somewhat off. What I mean is, at first glance, even to someone like myself, who's owned pet fire ants for over a decade, it looked like a fire ant from afar. But up close, it also kinda didn't. I watched the mystery fire ant-like ant pick up a piece of cricket poop and leave, to bring it back to its nest somewhere. I meant to follow it to try to locate where in Orchidia it was nesting, but I couldn't find it after this random spotting. But I had to get down to the truth about this ant. The idea of our rainforest being destroyed at the hands of a fire ant colony worried me to no end. So I took some screenshots of the ant and sent them to my myrmecologist friend, Dr. Dave General, who works for the Museum of Natural History where I live. For sure he would know if this ant was a fire ant, a close relative, or if it wasn't, what species it was. Good morning, Dr. General. I spotted some small red ants, approximately 4 millimeters in body length, in my ficus. Any idea what species it is? I sent the message and couldn't wait to hear back from you.